Hope you all are doing good. Now let me take up a question from height and distance, which is though a good question, but I thought to discuss it in today's class. So the question is that a TV tower stands vertically on a bank of a river. Okay. So a TV tower is given to you. Okay, this TV tower is standing on the bank of a river. This is a TV tower, right? This is standing like this from a point on the other bank directly opposite to the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degree. So let us say if this is the river, okay, and this is the width of the river, okay, this is river, and the angle of elevation is measured from a point which is directly opposite to the tower. So let us say this point is nothing but A, this point A, and the tower, let us say this tower is represented by BC, right? So let me write BC as tower, TV tower, and AB as river width, right? Now the question is that the angle of elevation of the top of the tower from this point A, which is opposite to the bank of the river and into the same line of the tower, is 60 degree. So the angle of elevation to the top of the tower is this one, C. So the angle of elevation is given to you as what? This one as 60 degree, right? This is the data of the question. Now, after that, some more data is there. What is that? From a point 20-meter away, this point on the same bank, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degree. That means from a point, let us say this point D, okay, and this point is like that, AD is equal to 20 meter, and from the same point and on the same bank of the river, this is the river width, okay. So from the same point D, which is 20 meter away from A, this is given to as 20 meter, right? From here, the angle of elevation of the tower, TV tower, is given to you as what? It's given to you as, this is given to you as 30 degree, right? Definitely this elevation will be lesser, right? Now, from this point, we can see from point the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30. Find the height of the tower and the width of the river. Height of the tower, that means we need to find what is the height of the tower. BC is what, right? And the width of the river, this one, AB is what? Let BC, let BC the height of the tower as, we can assume some variable for it, okay, otherwise you can leave it, no problem, leave it as it is. Now to find it, what we can do, just to find the height of the, what is the question? The question is that TV tower stands vertically on the bank from the point on the other side directly opposite. The angle of elevation is 60 degree, and when walking 20 meter from that point of observation, it will be a new point of observation, and from a new point of observation the angle of elevation is 30 degree. Now we need to find the height of the tower and the width of the river. So these two things which need to calculated. One is BC and what is AB, right? So here, my dear friends, we can see if this tower is standing vertically, then can we say that this angle is 90 degree? Then we can say that ABC is a right angle triangle. So we can see that in the triangle, in the right triangle ABC, what will happen? Tan of 60 degree will be equal to BC by AB. Why we have taken tan? Because we are not knowing BC, we are not knowing AB, right? So both of the variables will be captured over here, right? So we can write tan of 60 degree is nothing but AB, sorry, BC by AB. BC, that is your perpendicular, divided by AB, that is the width of the river width, right? Now from here you can see, if you take the point of observation as D, then we can say that, and from here we can just simply calculate the value that tan 60 degree is root 3. So root 3 times AB is the value of BC. This is a relation which is derived to you, right? Now from here we can see, in the second triangle, in the triangle CB, CBD or DBC. So let us say in triangle DBC, into the same sequence which we have taken for ABC. So into the triangle DBC, what will happen? Tan of this 30 degree, again we will be taking tan. Why tan? We will be taking tan because this will give you BC as common, and component of river width AB is also taken as common, right? So we can say that tan of 30 degree is, this is 30 degree, this angle. Okay, tan of 30 degree is nothing but BC by, is equal to BC by DB. DB can be written as AB plus 20, isn't it? This is 20, this is 20, this is 20, and this is the river width, which is equal to AB, right? Now AB plus 20 can be written into the denominator. Now you can see we have two equations, one with variable AB and another with variable BC. So two variables AB, BC here, and here also AB, BC here, right? So if you just substitute the value of BC as root 3 times AB, right? Just put up the value of BC as root 3 times AB over here into the numerator, then what will happen? You can see tan 30 degree is nothing but 1 by root 3, isn't it? And BC can be written as root 3 times AB. So just write it, root 3 times AB divided by AB plus 20, right? And when you solve it just by cross multiplication, you can see 3 times AB will be there into the RHS, and into the LHS we have AB plus 20. Why 20? Because this entire denominator will be going to the LHS numerator. And when we solve it, 3AB minus AB, we will get 2AB as the value into the LHS and 20 into the RHS, right? This we will have, and this will give you the value of AB as 10, right? So that means the river width is calculated, and that is equal to 10 meter, right? So the river width is calculated and that is equal to 10 meter, my dear friends, right? Now what is the height of the TV tower BC, which is located on the opposite side from the point of observation? The BC, just simply write root 3 times AB, right? So this will give you BC, the height of the TV tower, as root 3 times AB, and AB is 10. So root 3 times 10, which is coming as 1.732, which is the value of root 3 into 10. So this will be giving you 1.73. So this will be giving you 17.32. So 17.32 meter is the height of the TV tower. This TV tower is nothing but 17.32 meter. This is a question from NCRT. Let me match the answer once. Yes, it's perfectly right. 10 root 3 meter is the height of the TV tower, right? Is equal to 10 root 3 meter, which we have calculated as 17.32 meter. Here this one, this is correct. And AB equal to 10, which is the river width, and that is also okay. Okay. So in this way we have seen such questions can be solved from height and distance, my dear friend. Okay. So the height of the TV tower is calculated and the river width is also calculated, right? Let me change the sequence. Let me change the sequence over here. 1 minute, it's little disturbed. I think it's better now, right? So in this way such questions can be solved, my dear friends. I can see more examples. One more example from NCRT. Okay, what is that question? So that I can see that question is also a beautiful question which we can discuss for today. Okay, what is that question? The question is that a kite is flying at a height of 75 meter. Okay, a kite is flying okay, this is a kite. If you just a point of observation can be considered as a point. If the kite is flying at a height of 75 meters, let us say this height of kite is 75 meter as given to you, right? Now attached to a string inclined at 60 degree to the horizontal, find the length of the string to the nearest meter. Okay, so this is given to you. Okay, this numbers, these questions can come into one marks. Okay, this will be A, B, C. Let us consider. And what will be the string? This will be the string, isn't it? This will be the string which is holding the kite, and from the another end you are holding it. So this can come into 1 marks. 1 marks. Okay. What's that? If this height is given to you, to find the string length, you need to calculate. When it's given that kite is flying with an string inclined as 60 degree. So I think it's very easy question. So in 1 marks, this can be captured. Okay, because how? Because the relation between this string and the height is given by sine. We know the value of sine 60 degree. Simply put sine of 60 degree is equal to BC divided by AC, because BC is the perpendicular, AC is the hypotenuse, and the string length is AC. So AC can be calculated as BC divided by sine 60 degree, and sine 60 degree is nothing but root 3 by 2, right? And BC is given to you as 75. So it will 75 into 2 by root 3, which is equal to 150 by root 3, right? So this much of meter is the length of the string. So such questions can be solved very easily, my dear friends. 1 marks question. Okay. Now let me take some different question for the revision. Draw a circle of radius this from a point away from the center. Construct the pair of tangents to the circle and nearest to their length. Okay, I think we can do it, right? So this is an easy question. What is that? Draw a circle of radius 6 centimeter. So first draw the circle. This is the second question which you can see. So from the circle of radius 6 centimeter, from a point 10 centimeter away from the center. So it's given that r equal to 6 centimeter and from a point 10 centimeter away from the center. So if till this point, if O is the center and A, then OA is the radius, which is equal to 6 centimeter, right? And from this point another 4, then only let us see we are reaching a point B. Then OB is equal to 10 centimeter, right? This is given to you. Now the question is that construct the pair of tangents to the circle and measure their lengths, right? So construct the pair of tangents to the circle. So what we can do, we can just simply, we need to just construct a 90-degree over here on the top of this, on the top of this. Okay, so what we can do, we can simply through this line, just draw a perpendicular. Okay, the perpendicular will be like this. This is 90-degree, right? And if this will be the perpendicular, then definitely this will be the point of tangent. Okay, then connect this line and this one. This will be the tangent to you. This will be making an angle of 90-degree at the with the radius. Similarly this one, right? So you can see such tangents can be drawn very easily. Okay, so we can solve many such questions. Again, let me take some different in the graphical representation. We can take more questions. Let us say arithmetic mean of n numbers, that can be done easily. Prove the following identity. Okay, just like 1 minus, it's 1 minus, question is like that, 1 minus sine square theta into sec square theta is equal to 1. Okay, this need to prove, this need to be proved. So what we can do in such questions, my dear friend, take the LHS, and simply break it. When you break it, the LHS will be looking like this, 1 minus sine square theta. So basically it's very simple, sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. We know that sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. I am expecting that you at least remember 3 identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. And cos square theta minus cot square theta is 1. Okay. So using this, if you remember the first one, 1 minus sin square theta here. If sin square theta going into the RHS, 1 minus sin square theta is equal to cos square theta, isn't it? So simply put, instead of this 1 minus sin square theta, you can write cos square theta multiplied by this sec square theta, right? And sec square theta can be written as nothing but cos square theta. You can see this will be cancelled and this is equal to 1, which is nothing but our RHS. Okay, so such questions can come only in 1 marks. Okay, no more expectations should be there. Okay, another question with us maybe we can take is sine 4 theta minus cos 4 theta plus 1. Sine 4 theta minus cos 4 theta plus 1. But yes, you can also solve this. Maybe we can take more. Let me take this question. Sine to the power 4 theta. Let me take this one. Sine to the power 4 theta minus cos to the power 4 theta plus 1 into into cosec square theta is equal to 2. So here you can see this is the LHS which can be taken. Okay, you can see sine 4 theta minus cos 4 theta. So you can simply, we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, right? We know this identity, right? So what we can do is equal to 1, right? So what we can do to solve such question, we can simply use the identity. How? Just try to see this sine to the power 4 theta. You can just change it like this. Sine to the power 4 theta can be written as sine square theta whole square, isn't it? This can be written like this, minus cos 4 theta, which can be written as cos square theta whole square plus 1 into cosec square theta, right? Into cosec square theta. So this LHS can be further written as, you can see here, a square minus b square, isn't it? Sine square theta square minus cos square theta square. So this can be written as sine square theta plus cos square theta a plus b into sine square theta minus cos square theta plus 1. You can see sine square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1. So for this we can simply put a value of 1. Okay. So what is left? We are left with 1 multiplied by this one will be the same. So this will be equal to sine square theta minus cos square theta plus 1, right? And whole multiplied by this cosec square theta. This is already there, right? This is like this. Now, since sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, then 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sine square theta, this one. So this will be sine square theta plus sine square theta will become 2 times sine square theta multiplied by this cosec square theta. So you can see sine square theta and cosec square theta can be cancelled out and we are left with 2, which is nothing but our RHS, right, this one. Okay, so in this way we can solve such question, my dear friends. So I think we can wind up today's session. Actually it's little late, but anyway I'm trying, and at this moment only I find some time to come and interact with you all. But keep on your practice on the top momentum and let me know if any doubts, my dear friends, and we can connect later on into the next class. Thank you, take care, bye bye, good night, see you into the next class, see you.